not looking at reducing public services. It keeps them safe. They feel good about that, and it enhances the trust that they put in the elected officials. So I want to thank all the city employees who really have stuck by City Hall, because it's not just us up here, it's everybody. So times are tough, but thank you for sticking it out with us. I'll now move on to consent agenda. There's 3 items on the consent. Do I have a motion, or would anyone like to pull one item on consent? I'd like to approve. I'd like to approve. Okay. Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, all those opposed, none. Item number 3. I guess this is with what you have here is excellent. I only have some doubts that I need for you to clarify. With every development, there's a deposit. You go through this process of contracting the consulting services, whoever it may be. Did you and the finance department come up with some plans on how to make sure that we don't overspend that department?
We actually have a cost recovery deposit system now in place, and we're going to be taking a closer look every time we enter into contract with consultant. This portion, however, we want to be able to have a group of firms that we can select from to be able to attack, a different job. We will not be entering into contract unless we have reached another contract with a developer to fund the work.
So money would be spent against the deposit, and it's because there's a period there where they'll provide the service, bill the city. The city will then have to get that information and inform the developer of the balances are. So is there anything in place where that consultant will notify your office saying, hey, look, you have a cap here somewhere, we want to know that we should continue with it?
Sorry, yeah. Now we have more preventive measures built into the contracts that there's got to be a scope of work. And the scope of work is going to have tasks associated with that job. And there's going to be very little opportunity for a consultant to go over that. If they go over the scope of work, then it's going to be a limit. Because we're going to have a scope of work with a dollar amount, and we're going to go back to the developer and say, this is the scope of work and this is the dollar amount that you need to pay. So that there's very little chances of us going over.
Okay, I guess the last part would be where you're going to be going through a series of consultants to determine who may get what project. Will there be any criteria used if that consultant has not finished a project, but yet the city is ready to give them another project?
Well, the way we built the resolution is that we reviewed all of them, and they're all qualified, they all have their licenses, and we'd like to be able to have, again, that list of 7 as our disposal, if we can say. And the idea is to be able to have a few and not give the work to just 1 or 2, so that if 1 or 2 are busy, then we go 3, so we can get the job back.
So it's not something where the city may ask one. Let's say, for example, you have a series of projects out there, and you're going to have with one consultant maybe back up on 1 or 2 projects and still be getting the third one.
Well, that's not the intent. The intent is to be able to have, again, several so that we can get the work back.
Well, I get, and this is where I thought this concept. The thing is that obviously it would be, if you get into this and then you find some projects going faster than others, and where there's a time sequence that is justifiable. Okay, that's it.
Armando, I had a request from an engineering firm on the list. Is there opportunity for them to be added to the road changes and rotating list?
What we can do is next year, we do this, it's four process we have to go through.
I'll give you their contact information. Okay. Further discussion, item 3. Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
This is part of efficiency, I see, is what it is. Business items. Item number 4. This is from the Utility Services Department.
Good evening. As stated on the agenda report, we're requesting the 4 vacant positions that we've had for probably a couple of years. One is the distribution maintenance operator. Currently, the position is open. That position has been filled with part-timers under EPS. 2 on the water operator, grade B. It's a 3-year program. We've been working on this. Currently, we only have 4 operators. So when one goes on vacation, we have to pull on one of the chief operators to work overtime. So we need 2. On the wastewater, the vacant was done by one of the sewer plant operators that moved to the water plant. This is the enterprise, nothing to do with general fund. And these are all certified, that require certification.
This is also part of the reducing the overtime cost that
Yes.
we implement on every department, every employee. Okay. Do I have any discussion?
I'd just like Judy, if she could explain more about the enterprise fund, the difference between enterprise funds and general funds, just a breakdown.
Okay, the enterprise funds are designed to operate similar to a private enterprise. They generate their revenues from user fees. So water, wastewater, airports, solid waste. We used to have Calexico Hospital. All of those operate as enterprise funds. And so they're separate and distinct. The general fund does charge enterprise funds as well as redevelopment for indirect costs for the services we provide to the non-general funds, which is legal and valid. But they are designed to be distinct and separate. So their user fees are supposed to pay for all of the services they provide, their equipment, et cetera, all of their operating costs.
Thank you, Judy. Any further discussions or questions?
Motion to approve number 4.
Second. First and second, so all those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passed unanimously. Item number 5, Councilman Castro appointment to Castro Financial Advisory Board.
Yes, for finance, finance, I have one. Her name is Manita Hurtado, I'm sorry.
Juanito
For
Hurtado.
finance, advisory board, Manita Hurtado. Here, I
Jane?
Mary, I'm sorry. That all?
Item number 6, please, is council appointments to Housing Authority Board.
I have received a letter by Blanca Lopez, and she showed an interest to serve as a housing authority board. I will make a motion to approve Blanca Lopez. Second.
First and second, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is city council appointments.
It's the whole council that makes these appointments, it's not one individual
So if I
council.
take a motion and there is a second,
Sure.
for the boards,
That's
Right,
okay.
you
So,
know, there's 2 vacancies on the housing authority, so if you can, and those vacant, this person that's appointed will just take over the term, finish out the term of the vacant person. So we had,